A Conway man seemed to be living the time of his life. He just celebrated his 50th birthday, and his family was closer than ever. But in a horrific turn of events, he was shot and killed in his home. THV 11's Ashley Godwin has the unsolved murder of Terry Credit.
Terry Credit, a husband, father, brother, and son. He had a big family with 8 other siblings. To stand out, you had to have a big personality.
He never met a stranger. He can go into a room and if it's dull, he'll brighten it up. He'll have everybody laughing.
But for those who knew Terry, also knew not to mess with him.
He was good as he can be until you made him mad. Now, if you made him mad, that's a whole nother story.
But this story starts in 2016. It's August, and Terry just celebrated his 50th birthday. Everything seemed to be going great.
This was him, out the window, waving. I mean, me and him was like this. I got my window down, I'm doing this, he doing that, and that was in passing.
But his sister Vicky recalls the last time Terry saw his family. He was acting different, making sure they knew he loved them.
He can come in the house and get something, go outside, he'll leave. He come back, he go out the door, Mom and Dad, I love y'all. She said that was his thing that whole day. He probably knew that that was gonna happen.
That was the last time they saw him alive.
There were 2 reported calls of shots fired out at Oakwood Village Mobile Home Park.
August 17th, 2016 at 2:30 in the morning. Police searched the area for any suspicious activity.
One of the responding officers noticed initially a white plastic, looked like a Halloween mask, in the driveway of a residence.
The door to that home was open. Inside was Terry Credit, shot and killed.
We recovered 2 shell casings and he was shot twice.
My dad called me and he said, baby, the detectives is here. I was like, for what? He was like, they said somebody killed your brother. I said, Daddy, quit playing with me. When I tell you I left my job screaming, hollering, and running, jumped in my car, and I was gone.
When the family got to see the crime scene for themselves, one thing stood out to them.
The curtain was still open. Well, we know he had looked out the window, so we know it was somebody he knew out there. That's why he went to that door, and that's why he opened it.
You know, they taped off the area.
Sergeant Timothy Gray has been working on this case for 2 years now, going back over the file and even retesting evidence.
I contacted the crime lab and actually got hold of the original technician who evaluated some of the evidence that was brought in, and he agreed. He's like, yes, we have new technology. We can look at some of this stuff and maybe be able to develop more leads on this case.
But they came up short.
Anytime you get a case that you can't solve as a detective, it's always frustrating, but for Terry Credit's family, I know it's got to be that much more frustrating because I know they want closure.
And they're not giving up.
So that one says long live Kango, because that's what everybody used to call him.
Every year, Terry's family and friends celebrate his life and legacy, making sure he's not forgotten.
We just want justice. I just want to talk to the person and ask them why. Was it worth it? Was it worth you taking his life?
There is a $2,500 reward for information leading to the arrest of Terry's killer. If you know anything, call the Conway PD.